Don't strike the match if you're scared of the flame. Don't poke the lion, every beast is not tame. Don't test the water if you know you can't swim. Don't open Pandora's box, then regret what's within. Don't play with fire if you're scared of getting burned. Some lessons hit different when they finally get learned. I don't move fast, first I watch and observe. Every choice comes with a cost, and you get what you earn. Don't rush the moment if you don't understand. Some goals look easy till they slip through your hands. I've been through enough just to know where I stand. Not a threat, I'm just dropping jewels. Take it how you can, don't play with fire if you're scared of getting burned. Some lessons hit different when they finally get learned. I don't move fast, first I watch and observe. Every choice comes with a cost, and you get what you earn. Don't play with fire if you're scared of getting burned. Some lessons hit different when they finally get learned. I don't move fast, first I watch and observe. Every choice comes with a cost, and you get what you earn.
Yeah, add myself to the stage. Salute. What's going on? How y'all doing out there, man? Cisco in the building early. Salute, brother. On grandpa duty, but waiting. Yeah, welcome to the club. We in the grandpa club. Salute, man. Come on. How you doing, brother? It's good to see you in here. Elat is in the building. How are you? It's good to see you in here, Elat. Adam's in the building. Salute to y'all, man. Thank y'all for showing up tonight, man. I gotta say that first and foremost, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate this community, man. For real. Y'all mean so much. Y'all don't even know how much I'll be missing this, when I don't have the opportunity to come up here. So, and to be honest, man, this community is amazing because y'all show up. And y'all have real conversations, and we build here, man. Because I see some platforms that are way bigger than me, and they have about the same amount of people in their live stream. So I salute y'all. Thank y'all for showing up, man. I can't say it enough how much I appreciate y'all. With that being said, we're gonna get into it, man. So tonight, man, I want to talk. First of all, we talk about positivity, man. We talk about positivity, man, on this channel, but that's not all we talk about. We talk about mindset, and we talk about building for the next generation. Everybody talks about where they want to go in life, right? I'm a future expat. I want to live in Japan, but how do I get there? How do I actually get there? That's the part that nobody talks about, right? You could talk about budgets. You could talk about all that shit, women, but who are you when you get off that plane, right? And it doesn't have to be about traveling. It's about any goal you set for yourself. It's not about the destination fully. It's about who you are when you arrive there. You may be a piece of shit right now. I don't know, but you don't have to arrive that way if you're willing to do the work on yourself, right? So stop focusing so much on the destination where you're going and focus on how you're going to get there, right? If I could offer that, a little bit of insight, if I could offer one piece of information that's going to help somebody out, then I feel like it's my duty to do it, right? I've been a coach for so many years. I can't show up like I used to, but I have a platform where I could speak. So with my platform, I'm going to choose to speak about something positive, something that can help somebody. Yeah, we could laugh, we could joke, we could talk about politics, we could talk about anything here, right? So when I have the opportunity to speak, most likely it's going to be about something positive. Even when I'm doing my reaction videos, I always try to spin it in a way where we can get something out of it, right? So I hope that, you guys appreciate that. I try to offer that here. I hope that you can get some of that here. If you've been watching me, you've seen my journey. If not, you can go back, watch a playlist. You've seen where I started at. And I think that right there is, something that I like, is that I started my platform. I started my channel before I actually arrived where I want to be at. So you guys have the opportunity to see it happening in real life, right? I'm not just an expat that showed up overseas. Hey, I'm in the Philippines and I'm an expat. Hey, I'm in Japan. No, you see me in the States. You see me building to get there, right? So how do we get there? That's the important part. Cisco says, listening and we'll chat when I can. Salute, bro. Hell yeah. Take care. Probably changing a diaper right now. So salute to you, bro. I know how it feels, man. Kamal says, listening in motion, positivity rules. Yes, be safe out there, brother. Be safe. You got a hard and very important job, so be safe. Alan Agee. Salute and welcome. Welcome to the Positive Manosphere. Want me to subscribe? Absolutely. If you're going to be here, part of this community, absolutely, man. Y'all hit the like button for your boy. Please hit the like button, man. Y'all don't know how much that means to small channels. It means a lot. And while I'm at it, if you have a channel and you're in the building, even if you're in the bushes, hop out the bushes real quick and type M-I-N-E, mine, M-I-N-E in the chat. Nightbot will drop your channel link and we all can link up. We all can support each other. Please don't ever feel shy about doing that on this channel. Promote yourself. Be loud and proud. I don't care how many times you want to type it in the chat. If you go overzealous, Nightbot will take care of it. They'll warn you. So go ahead, man. Spam the chat with mine if y'all want to. We support each other over here. Expat says, how you get there depends on your unique circumstances. It requires hard work and change for the better. Keeping expectations realistic. Absolutely. I see y'all saying BIY is in the building. Salute, brother. Ray Shard is in the building. What up, bro? It's good to see you in here, man. Good to see you in here. Yes, everybody say hello to our sister, Elette. Elette is in the building. I know I'm going to have to play that song for you. Give me a minute. I'm going to play it. Last time I forgot, but I'm going to do it this time for you. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. We are part of the same community, man. So before we talk about, positivity, mindset, I want to talk about attention. I want to talk about what we give our focus to, how important that is, right? What we focus on, what we repeatedly feed our mind, right? What we invest in. What do we keep going back to over and over and over and over again? It's important, man. I was thinking about this, right? And it says a lot about, how our brain works, focus. So say you're looking for a used car and I go to the car lot, right? Whatever car it is, it really don't matter. It could be a Honda Accord, right? And I like this car, but I'm not ready to buy it. I'm not ready to buy the car yet. So I tell the salesman, hey, let me go talk it over with the wife. I really like the car, but I'm just not ready to pull the trigger yet. I leave the car dealership. And what happens? All of a sudden, I start seeing that same model of car everywhere I go. Has that ever happened to y'all? Has anything like that ever happened to y'all? Right? Did the car magically appear? All these different cars magically appear out of nowhere? Or did my focus change? Right? I told my brain that this kind of car, this model of car, is important to me. What does my brain do? It goes and searches that out because I put the input into my brain that it was important, right? That happens with almost everything we do. It happens automatically. It's how you train your brain. Yes, we can train our brains how to think by telling it what's important to us, right? And what's important to us is what we focus on, right? Why do I bring that analogy up? It's because we do this repeatedly over and over and over again. We do it with what content we watch. We do it with what media we consume, right? What we focus on is what we become, right? So I don't want to get that deep, but has that ever happened to you? I know it's happened to us, right? And I wanted to talk about attention tonight. It's because it is the foundation of how we change our lives. And I'm not saying everybody needs to change. I'm not saying that. But I think we all have some part of our lives, of our thinking, of our diet, of anything that we can improve on and get better at. You know what I'm saying? So if you're telling yourself everything is fucked up, nothing's going to get better, if you're focusing on your problems over and over and over again, guess what you're telling your brain? That this is what matters. So your brain will search that out. It will start recognizing that negativity that you told your brain that's important to you. It will start recognizing that. Everything. Right? So let me read some comments real quick. Many paths can lead to the same destination. It's about choosing the right path. I agree. Not only the car, but the same color I like. It's amazing. It's amazing. And like I said, that car didn't just come out of anywhere. There's always been that amount of cars. You just wasn't focused on it. Right. And this is why I always say, stop and smell the roses. I'm not saying that just to have some sense of just as something to say, just to be positive. It works, man. It works. Believe me. Stop and smell the roses. Break that negative train of thought that you have going. Right. And I see this with guys all the time, man. I've seen it with guys that I really like. And it kind of like saddened me that they were stuck, in this negative cycle. Right. One of my favorite YouTubers, when he came back to the US, and you can see him stuck. And I was trying to break him out of that. Sent him a couple messages like, yo, bro, you gotta break that train of thought you're in. You're feeding yourself negative thoughts, right? So he came back to the US, and it was like everything he seen was negative. Although there were so many beautiful things happening around him. I could see it. You know what I mean? I could see the beautiful things happening around him. But once you get that negative cycle going, your brain is going to constantly feed it. It's going to search it out. So it's real life. It's real life, man. Like, I don't come up here and just spew positivity. I don't come up here and pull this out of thin air. I don't sit around just trying to make up topics to talk about. These are things that I'm actually trying to implement in my life. I'm not saying I've figured it out. No, I'm walking this shit. I'm trying to implement this shit in my life, or I have implemented these things in my life, and they are helping my mind state. Indeed, you gave instructions to your subconscious, so it began watching for them. Absolutely. Elias is real talk. Adam says, what helped me was making the best of each day while cutting out the noise of the world. Yeah, I agree. You can't always cut it out. There's some shit you got to deal with, regardless. But at least try to break it up. At least don't let the negative be your only focus. Break it up. Right? We have our own algorithm. Our brain is a supercomputer. It's probably the most powerful computer ever invented. Is right up here. Right? And it has its own algorithm. right? Where do you think they got all this technology from? It came from somewhere. We have our own algorithm, guys, right? And it's just like YouTube. It works just like the social media algorithm. If it detects that you like something, it's going to keep feeding it to you. It's going to keep rewarding and feeding you what you give your attention to. Like I've brought this up before. I've talked about it before. I'm trying to put some different spin on it, come from a different angle, right? Because sometimes I feel like I don't get my message across sometimes. So I got to try to get better and come from a different angle. Nika, hello, how are you? How you doing? Expat says you need to take breaks at time to rest and heal. Absolutely. Lady Logan is in the building. How are you? She says, hey, Blizz, life is crazy busy for me right now, and I'm just focusing on getting caught up. Can't stay. Just wanted to say hello. Things will calm later, and I'll be more present. Thank you. Thanks for being you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being you. And honestly, I've learned a lot just by your presence, just by your positivity. It's kind of shifted the way I think. So I appreciate you for that. And I'm glad that you're a part of this community. And I just wanted to say that. Adam says, if I can break negative thoughts after having a stroke, not much can drag me down without picking myself up. I agree. So we have to stop feeding ourselves this constant loop of negativity, right? And it all starts with attention. So I wanted to break down, attention, because when people think of attention, they only think of one aspect of it. They only think of, what you're focusing on at the moment. But there's actually 4 different types of attention, right? You got sustained attention, you got selective attention, you got divided attention, and then you got alternating attention. And they all work in a different way, and your brain uses them, without us even really knowing what's going on. But we use them every day. So selective attention, let's do sustained first. Sustained attention is what you're able to focus on, right? And I got the definition here so I could read it straight out. I'm not just gonna freestyle that one. Let me look them up real quick. My bad, y'all. Let me look it up real quick, because I want to be precise with the definitions before I just say so. Types. All right, here we go. So I can read out the definition straight up to y'all. Sustained attention, the ability to maintain focus on a single continuous task for an extended period without becoming distracted. You know what I'm saying? Sustained attention, right? And this is when you're focusing on one, let me get that off. Focusing on one thing that has your attention, you're not distracted, right? Selective attention is what you choose to focus on, and you block everything else out, right? We practice that every day. You're doing a task. There's just too much information out there in the world for your brain to possibly focus on everything at once. So naturally, it's going to filter out, things that are irrelevant, right? That's selective attention, right? Then you have divided attention, which is multitasking, which is good in most instances. Divided attention is good in most instances, but it can also be bad. It can also be bad because, if you're trying to do too many things at once, how much are you really accomplishing, right? And the more you're divided, the harder it is to maintain your brain's ability to have sustained attention. Just think of like YouTube Shorts and how much that affects our youth. Right? I read somewhere, and I'm not sure if it's right. You guys could check if you want. I read somewhere that the average attention span of Gen Z is 8 seconds. I don't know if that's right or not. But if it is, then we're in trouble with this generation, because constant different stimuli is not good. And then we wonder why, every kid's getting diagnosed with ADHD nowadays. Right? It's because they don't have the ability to sustain their attention. Everything now is designed to break your sustained attention. Social media, YouTube Shorts, everything is vying for your attention. I've said this plenty of times, man. So what are we choosing to give our attention to? Your attention is currency. It's very valuable. Right now, I got 12 people in here that are choosing to give me their attention. So hopefully I can at least offer something. Right? At least offer you guys something, spark a thought, make you think of something in a way that you haven't, thought of it before. T. Marsh in the building. Salute, brother. It's good to see you in here. Russ is in the building. Salute. Our attention is constantly being vied for. There's a war going on out there, right? And people are making millions and millions, even sometimes billions of dollars, off of our attention alone, right? So we have to be very careful how we spend it, who we give it to, and what it's actually doing inside of us. What are we actually telling our brain is important to us? Right? You can stay in the negativity. I don't mind. There's times where, I just want my brain to not think of a deep thought. You know what I mean? So I could watch something ratchet. I could watch, comedy, something that really offers no intellectual value, but it gives me a second to, just release some stress because I got so much other shit going on. That's fine. Right? But if I'm strolling all day and it's all negative, guess what I'm telling my brain? I'm telling my brain that negativity is important to me. And my brain is going to seek out more of that because I subconsciously told it that's what matters. Right? So there's times like at work where there's nothing going on, and I ain't gonna lie, it's a bunch of grown men, but shit, we'll all be on our phone. Like some of us are watching cartoons, you know what I mean? Some are watching, I don't know what the hell they're watching, but I'll watch some of that stuff too. Like I don't really watch cartoons, but I'll watch just some BS just to break up my day. But most of the time, I try to, I got an app for studying Japanese. You know what I'm saying? I got an app for all type of shit. Or I try to get ahead on my schoolwork. I'll try to get ahead on my schoolwork a little bit. You know what I mean? So I could just get ahead and not just be focused on BS. It's important to me. That I just don't stay focused on, negative shit or shit that doesn't offer anything to me. You know what I mean? Let me catch up on some of this chat. Adam says, you start by fixing what you can first. Some things you can't fix, you cut what you can and manage the rest if possible. Salute, Russ. Never be afraid to ask for help when needed. I agree. A lot of misinformation out there that leads people astray. T. Marsh. It's hard to believe all the corruption going on in this world today. Yeah, so much. It's so much, and it's everywhere, man. We can point out, of course, we're Americans. We're gonna point out what's going on here. We're gonna point it out. But it's everywhere, man. And honestly, I was talking to somebody about this the other day. It's like, man, a lot of these countries, man, they're not broke. They're not broke countries, man. It's just the money isn't going back to the people. Money isn't going back to the people. But for us, you know what I mean? A lot of us really just want to be entertained all the time, man. And it's so easy to be entertained nowadays. Right? We didn't have smartphones when we were young, a lot of us. We didn't have the internet. We had books, we had toys. I mean, when I was young, we did have a video game, but we didn't sit around playing that video game all day. We had to go outside. We were forced to go outside. Get y'all asses out this house. You know what I mean? And, like, those days are not over, but they are quickly becoming a thing of the past, right? So we could talk all we want about Gen Z and their attention span. But what about us? What are we doing? Right? What do you guys watch? I'm asking y'all. What is the main thing you guys watch on YouTube? What kind of content? What genre? Put it in the chat, man. And then I want to show y'all a video. So while I show y'all this video, because I need y'all to pay attention to this video. It's a test. And I want to see how you guys react to it. He said, like the Sandlot. Podcast. Juice. Salute, Juice. He said, what? I want to show y'all a video. Because I watched this video earlier, man. I was kind of surprised. So I want y'all to see. It really take the test, and I'm gonna ask y'all a question. It's not a test. It's not a test like that. But let me just play it, man. Let me just play it. Hold on. Let me see. Share screen. Here it is. Y'all see that? All right. So I can make it bigger. That didn't work. Did that make it bigger? Nah. Is that big enough for y'all to see? I don't know. But I'm going to play it.
Selective attention is the ability to focus on a specific stimulus while ignoring other distractions. One of the most famous selective attention tests was created by Daniel Simons and Christopher Chabris. Count the number of passes made by a team wearing white shirts. Have you noticed anything?
All right, so I'm going to ask y'all something. Did y'all see something funny in that? If you seen something funny, don't say it. Don't say it. If you seen something weird, put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. If you seen something weird. Adam says he's seen something weird. Juice says he's seen something weird. One. All right. Don't say what it was. Don't say what it was. But just put it in the chat. All right. Now I'm gonna let it play the rest. And then we can watch it again for everybody else.
You saw a gorilla? If not, please watch the video again.
Did y'all see a gorilla?
Attention is the ability to focus
Hold on, let me skip some.
Stimulus while ignoring other distractions. One of the most famous selective attention tests was created by Daniel Simons and Christopher Chabris. Count the number of passes made by a team wearing white shirts.
Because the first time I watched it, I did not see the damn gorilla. Right there.
Have you noticed
so that's just let me take that down. Oh, here we go. So that's just that's a tension test, man. And it's not about passing or failing, but it did make me realize, like, all right, I probably got good selective attention because I didn't see that gorilla. I was so focused on, you know what I mean? Like, yo, that's crazy, bro. Russ, did you see the gorilla? Did you see that gorilla the first time, man? That's an example of selective attention. Like I said, I'm not a psychologist or anything like that, right? But it's just a test to see your level of selective attention. I thought it was interesting. So I was like, you know what? Let me show you guys that. Right? Because it is. Yeah, Russ said, nah, he didn't see it. I could focus my attention while being aware of my surroundings. Well, that would be divided attention. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not judging, saying it should be one thing or another. That's up to you, what you decide to focus on. I'm just saying that, you know, a lot of us, like I said, are focused on the wrong things. We give too much attention to the wrong things. You know what I mean? And it shows. Okay. You say you saw that several years ago at a work-related conference, so that's why I knew it this time. Yeah, that first time, I didn't see that shit. Adam here focus on that cigarette, Pepsi. Too much. Yo, but, and like I said, man, a lot of us, maybe we don't need this information. We don't need to, we're grown and we lived our lives, but if there's any younger people watching, it's just important to, like I said, to try to offer them something, man. Like I posted a little short video the other day and somebody I respect, it wasn't about me disagreeing with what they said, but they were like, yeah, the video is about the North Star. And I did that live stream a long time ago, like 3 months ago. And I had that video just sitting like unlisted. So I was like, you know what, let me just put this video out there. It was only like a minute or something like that. But one of the comments I got was like, yeah, I love this. But, you know, our young ones, you know, they don't know, they're lost when it comes to purpose. And I basically responded like, you know, that's what we're here for. Paraphrasing, that's what we're here for, you know, to offer them guidance and point them at least in the right direction. You know, if that's all we can do, that's all we can do. You know, but a lot of us are still lost at the same time. We haven't figured it out. We're still lost. We won't admit it. We won't admit that, you know, sit around fucking watching porn all day. Like I had an old manager. Now let me just I had an old manager, man. This dude was just, I don't want to talk too bad about him, but I'll say he's a slime ball, man. He would come in 5:30 a.m., go in his office, and be watching porn. Like, you got better things to be focused on. Like, we ended up getting our whole department shut down over there at my last job. And it's 5:30 a.m. You punch in and you watching corn. You know what I'm saying? You watching corn, bro, instead of doing your job. That's what I'm talking about, man. What are we focusing on? We're grown. You know? But you got guys out here that's, you know, they want to be expats or whatever. They're focused on the destination, but they don't know how they're going to get there, how they're going to arrive. You know? I don't need, oh, my bad. Short, vertical stream. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm way to the off the screen. You know what I mean? Like, just like slime ball, man. Like, and one day, like, I knew what he was doing in there. You know what I'm saying? Well, one day, like our break room where I used to do my work break video, that's the break room. His office is like, you go out and the door is right there to his office. So he comes in and you know, I'm in the office drinking a coffee. It's 5:30 a.m. Right? And he must have forgot to mute his phone. So all I hear is like, I'm like, dude, what are you doing, bro? Like, are you serious? Like, come on, man. We end up getting everybody lost their job, man. Thank God we all landed on our feet. Thankfully, we landed on our feet. But damn, man, you in there watching corn, and they up in the big building discussing how they gonna shut our department down. Like, what are you focused on, bro? But anyway, you know what I mean? Like I was saying, what are we focused on? Maybe you don't need this information, but maybe somebody does, man. Back to what I was talking about the expats is like, you know, what are you watching? How are you preparing? How are you preparing to get out of here? You know, do you need to get your mind right first before you even care about cost of living and budget? It don't matter how much you budget. It don't matter how much you budget if you can't control your impulses. You can have a 10,000 a month. If you can't control your impulses, doesn't matter. If you can't control your hormones or your libido or whatever, your lust, you're going to end up giving it to a woman anyway. It don't matter. That's what I mean about how we prepare ourselves before we show up. That's what I'm trying to do here. That's why I talk about the topics I talk about. Yeah, sometimes they do seem boring, but nobody else is talking about them. There's nobody else. Who else is talking? Maybe there are, but there's not a lot. They're going to talk to you about dating. They're going to talk about budget. They're going to talk about Western women. They're talking about every other thing. But what's the most important to us? Us. Our emotions, right? How we control them. Our mindset. Our actions, our accountability. Us first. Ross says, I've had multiple nephews tell me they had ADHD. Nieces and nephews tell me they have ADHD. Yeah, I think if we keep going the way we're going, we'll be able to say everybody has it. Because look, that's the goal, I think. That's the goal, is to constantly break our attention or get it focused on what's the least important. Keep us focused on what's least important. And that's why Friday on Barbershop Talk, we're going to talk about politics. Specifically, we're going to talk about politics. We're going to have a politics stream. It'll be the first one because I know y'all love politics. Y'all love to talk about it. So why not just create a stream specifically for politics so it doesn't come in and break up a whole different conversation. So here you go. Pull up Friday. You want to talk about politics? Pull up Fridays. I just ask that you do it in a respectful manner. Y'all know how I like to do things over here. Respectful, conversational. Like I said, we could disagree without being assholes to each other. Honestly, you focus on those. T-Bar says people are so fucked up nowadays. We're so focused on dumb shit rather than trying to fix our problems. Absolutely. We'll do anything to take the focus off of ourselves and our accountability. Never had a use for corn. I said it before. We'll break the mirror before we choose to look in it and try to fix ourselves, to take a hard look at ourselves. We'll break the mirror first. We'll break your mirror if we see our reflection in it. You know what I'm saying? That's the worst part about nowadays. Hold up. You said many people do what feels good now that steals tomorrow progress. Yes, that includes my cigarettes. Yeah. Yeah, Adam, we rib you. We rib you about the cigarettes, man. But ultimately, you're going to do what you want to do. You've grown. But it doesn't mean that, we want to see you shorten your life by any means. But we all have our vices. I remember when I was in the military, my boy was in the stall beating the hell out of himself. I was like, yo, what the fuck are you doing in there? Yeah, crazy. Mike Alexander, salute, bro. Salute. Welcome. I'm happy looking in the mirror without wearing a mask. Yep. There's some people out here that can do it, man. And those are the people that I enjoy, man. That can make a mistake and say, you know what, I fucked up. And say sorry. And don't have to blame everybody else. Don't have to point out everybody else's flaws too. Oh my God, I had a big argument. And I don't really argue, man. So when I get to that point, it's like, it's serious, and this person was like, yeah, I know I messed up, but this person did that. And this person, I said, that's not what I'm talking about. Can you stop for a second and just acknowledge what you did wrong? Yeah, I know, but this and this. I'm like, oh my God. Yo. So I'm done. Salute. I'm trying to read it. Yeah, I'll get through it though. Adam, thanks, man. You tested me today, but yeah, man. I understand what you're saying, so I'll try to fix them if you have typos, because I've been having a lot lately too, especially on my phone. But yeah, man, different types of attentions. I know this is why I do bullet points, because I will go off, laugh, and at least I have something here to bring me back to where I was at. Because I'll be going off, just starting a whole different conversation. But yeah, selective attention, honestly, is the heart of tonight's conversation. Yeah. T. says, if you can honestly look in the mirror and say you're completely satisfied with everything you've done in your life, you're a damn liar. Exactly. You can always get better. You can always improve something. And everybody says, I don't got no regrets. I have regrets. I'm not going to lie, man. I'm not going to lie. Give me 1 second, man. I'll be right back, guys. Just give me 1 second. Let me play this real quick. I'll be right.
Don't confuse a message for the man that was saying with it. Some lessons meant to heal, others to build. I ain't repenting shit. Now my scars are my armor, and I'm equipped with it. Pain taught me discipline, now I move different with it. They used to call me two guns, now I'm mentor to a sons. Taught them how to crawl, how to walk, and how to run. And I still sit and deliver, I ain't done. Legacy, emotion, newest chapter just begun. I learned more from my losses than the times I won.
Adam says people blame others without taking in account their part. I made mistakes too. I don't let them change me to the past. Yeah, exactly. I absolutely made mistakes in my life, but it's admitting them and owning up to them. It's how you get better. You know what I mean? How you ever gonna get better if you can't say? How you gonna get better at something if you don't admit that you need to get better at it? You know what I'm saying? But I was talking about selective attention. And I was saying was that, it's what you choose to focus on because your brain cannot focus on every piece of information around it. It's just impossible. It's too much. You would overload. If your brain was able to focus on everything that's going around you right now, just in this moment, even in a fucking dark room, there's so much going on around you that we don't even understand. If you were able to focus on it, your brain would probably overload. You probably just, I don't know what would happen. But it probably wouldn't be good. So your brain has to create filters, right? And you have to filter out what is not important. How does that happen? Right? You've already told your brain what's important. You've told your brain what's important to you. Your brain's gonna want to seek it out to basically get a sense of achievement, a sense of comfortability. This is what I'm doing. I need to fulfill this need, this urge, right? Because like I said, our brains is a supercomputer. And basically a computer's job is to take input, process it, and then create an output, right? So what's the input? The input is whatever you choose to focus on. It could be reading a book. It could be learning a new skill. Or it could be dumb shit. It could be people arguing. It could be people fighting. It could be focusing on everything that's wrong around you. Whatever you choose, it's going to be your input. And it's going to get processed. And the output is your decisions, right? That's the output. You're looking at it around you right now, your life. Whether you're in a good position, whether you're in a bad position, whatever, doesn't matter, I don't really care about that part. I know that I could have done so much more than I had to this point, but no use beating myself over it now. Just dust yourself off and keep it moving forward. Try to be better than the day before. Absolutely. And that's always possible. That's always possible, man. Try to be better than the day before. Because none of us are perfect. When you talk like that, people have this way of looking at you like you're funny, like you're crazy, but there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with being positive. Expat Adam says, the mind feeds on dopamine. It's focused on what adds value to your life. Absolutely. You're feeding your brain. And that's what I was trying to think of earlier, was that it's going to seek out that dopamine. Because you told your brain that this is what it wants. I want to watch people fighting on the internet and arguing. I want to watch it. So my brain's going to seek it out. My brain's going to get that dopamine hit. Now, when I see somebody sitting here spitting knowledge, it's boring to me. It's boring and it's hard to focus. And I'm not saying me personally. You know what I mean? It's boring because my brain hasn't been trained to seek that out. And that's how it works. That's reality, guys. Like I said, I don't ever want y'all to think I'm trying to come up here and preach or I got all this figured out. It's just what I choose to focus on. And I choose to take some part of my day every day and put this type of thought into it. And a lot of people don't realize how important actually training your own brain is, or that they are even training their brain every time they click on a video, every time they have a conversation, every time you choose, like when you have the option to choose something positive to focus on and you focus on something negative, you're training your brain. But you says, I'm not into porn. 8 years ago, there was an older brother, was an associate, RIP. He randomly sent me clips of porn chicks. I deleted all but one sensational one. Still on my phone today. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'll never try to shame nobody, man. I'm not gonna try to shame nobody. I'm just gonna point it out. Like, all right, that's not really helping you. It might help you. I don't know. That's not my decision to tell you what to focus on. I'm just pointing out that you're training your brain. And hopefully you don't have other problems in the bedroom area because you watched, not you, Juice, but because someone watched this amount of porn. And now it's hard to get stimulated when the actual thing is in front of you. So be careful with that, guy. Be careful with that too. But if it's something you want to do, I can't say nothing. What time is it? It's in a building. Salute, brother. Good to see you in here. How's my mic sound, guys? I need advice on this. How's my mic sound? Because I've been trying to tweak it little by little to get it right. Now then I'll listen to it back. I just don't really like how my voice sounds, period. So, T. Marsh says, being in a foreign country, you can't mess up too much. If you mess up, you might not get a second chance. Absolutely. So be careful. Be careful out there and do the right thing. Like, there's people that ask me about traveling, and I'll be straight up. Like, nah, don't do it. Don't go to that country, bro. It just don't fit you. It doesn't fit you. You know what I mean? Like, stay around here. But anyway, if you go anywhere and you don't have the right mindset and you don't have respect, you don't move the right way, you always run the risk of getting in trouble. I was looking at a video of this dude. I don't know if I mentioned it the last live stream. I don't think I did, but I watched a video about this guy in Japan. But obviously, that's where I want to go. So, and he got falsely accused, and he's been locked up for like 10 years. You know what I'm saying? They just like let him out on bail now because they overturned the conviction or some shit. So be careful. You know what I mean? Thank you, BIY. Oh, shit, that means a lot coming from you. Thank you, man. Yeah, I'm trying to tweak the level. So Adam says advice is mainly based on people's life experiences. May not be right for you. Use what you can to improve your life. Absolutely. Like I'm the type of person I listen to a lot. I listen to people that other people say I should listen to, but I let people talk, especially if I ain't got nothing going on. You know what I mean? Like I just listen, and whether I can use it or not doesn't mean that it's invaluable. It's not valuable, because you never know. You never know where you'll be a year from now, 6 months from now. You may be down in your luck too, just like some of these people are. You never know. So I don't discard a lot of what people say. I try to hold on to it, and maybe I try to put myself in other people's shoes a lot. Like I said, you never know. So you're good. Thank you, brother. I put myself in some crazy situations when I was in Germany. Looking back on it now makes me wonder what I was thinking. Yeah, I put myself in some crazy situations earlier in my life. A lot. And there was, like I said, there was a point where I didn't plan to live past 18 at all. I just didn't see how it would happen if I kept going the way that I was going. And the crazier thing about it was that I was okay with it. You know, obviously now I'm about to be 48. So I've outlived that life expectancy that I gave myself, you know, at least by 30 years. You know what I'm saying? As Adam said, changing locations doesn't magically fix it. It actually doesn't. It doesn't. But we're a lot of us are too busy focused on the destination and not how we actually gonna get there. You know, we're asking all the wrong questions. We're focusing on all the wrong things. You know, I appreciate your support, Blizz. Actually got a sponsor from Lori L, bro. Yo, salute. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, excuse me. I want to get you out. Salute, bro. Oh, I'm happy for you, man. Salute, man. Everybody here, please say salute to what time it is, man. What time is it travels, man? Salute to that brother, man. Good shit, man. That's good shit, man. I'm proud. Proud for you, man. For real. Because you're a real one, bro. I see what you're doing out there. That's why I support you. You know what I mean? That's good news, man. That's my brother right there. Hell yeah. Salute, bro. Almost 54. Yeah, salute, man. Damn, that's what's up. I was told I was supposed to be dead at 25. Brothers were dying so young back then that our lifespan was low. Yes. I remember the first friend that I had lost to violence. I was 11 years old. You know what I mean? I was 11 years old. Well, we both were 11. The first friend I lost to violence, man. And I'm not saying it's right, and I'm not saying that it happens so often around here, but it happens enough to where you're not even really shocked about it. You know, yeah, it's sad, it's fucked up, but the shock value is gone. You know what I mean? Especially at this age, but shit, by the time I got to 16, 17, that shock value was gone. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is. It's not right. It should never be right. We should never be comfortable losing people in that manner, especially. But it is what it is, man. And we're gonna go. We'll talk about divided attention now. That's next that's the next one. And this is easy. It's easy to explain. You guys all know what multitasking is. You know what I mean? I do it. So I do it all the time. One thing I'm trying to get out of is really multitasking. But when you got so much going on, like we're all adults, most of us in here have had kids or raised kids or, work, had to work a job and do something else. But especially now, I'm like, I multitask way too much. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times I'm listening to a stream while studying. I do it all the time. That's a form of multitasking. Even though like sometimes I'll play like some soft music or something, some lo-fi in the background, because lo-fi is not really it's not deep at all. You know what I mean? But but even that is something that's pulling my attention away. Even and especially when I already have a lot of other shit going on, you know. Or you know, I'll be trying to study or write a paper. And honestly, at the same time, I'm writing monologue. You know what I'm saying? T. Marsh says, now that you have reached adulthood, had a marriage, kids, and done so many things, what's left to accomplish? For me, is actually living for me. I'm still not there yet, man. I'm still not there yet to where I'm living for me. You know, I thought I was there, but life happens and you got responsibilities. So I'm not there yet, man. I don't know what it's like. I still don't know what it's like. Like I said, when my son started college, I was like, at first I was like, damn, what am I gonna do? I never had this before. It was kind of like almost like a midlife crisis or some shit. Um, because you don't know. It's like you never thought about it before. Never thought about everything was about, like you said, the marriage, the girlfriend or whatever it is, the kids, what are they doing? How, getting them to college, through college, all that. But when they leave the house, and that's where it basically was at. And at that time, I was a single father. I just got out of a relationship. And it was like, damn, I lived my whole life for other people. Now it's time for me to decide what I want to do for myself. And I feel I'm prepared. Like I never thought about this shit. Maybe that's where the midlife crisis comes from. I don't know. I heard people talk about it so much about being an empty nester, but you never try to apply that to yourself. Like we don't ever stop and try to apply that to ourselves. So when it happens, it was like then it took a while to get coming around to it and be like, all right, I know what I want to do. You know what I mean? Yes, let's go. We about to do this shit. And then and then bam, just like that. And I made videos about it. Like I be sharing my shit. I be sharing what's going on with me. I had to come back and make the life doesn't care about your plans video. And that's what that video was about. Me when I first got my grandkids, you know. So yeah, I've kind of like, and that's why I was saying earlier, it's like, if you want to see the true story of expat, how a man becomes an expat, of course, I'm not showing you everything, but I got the timeline there, you know. So when I finally do make it and become an expat, y'all gonna be able to look back and see like from the start, like this dude started it in America and step by step, he became an expat. And this is the whole storyline. He didn't just show up in a foreign country and decide to turn the camera on and make a channel. He started fucking 2, 3, 4 years maybe before he got there. So, and I'm getting more comfortable. Like I said, I've been live streaming a year. I'm getting more comfortable talking, sharing certain things, you know. even vlogging, even when I'm vlogging, I think I'm getting a little more comfortable. And that's what these next couple trips are about. You know what I'm saying? So at 59, I'm still not living for me. LOL, you have to get a hobby to take your mind off the BS going in the world. Yeah. Hopefully it's a productive hobby. Like actually, like I said, me going back to school is as hard as it is, as little time I have, it's absolutely the best thing I could do right now. It's absolutely the best. You know, my wife and myself live for each other, as you should, man. T Mars says you're right. What time? That's why I'm gonna buy a new car and live life to the fullest. Yeah. Exactly. Oh. Howdy all. Yeah, why? So it's so annoying when you want to break off a little square of chocolate and it snaps wrong, so you have to eat the other 8 squares. Then did that just happen? You say you deserve it, T Marsh, and so do you, bro. Absolutely. We all deserve it, man. We all deserve it because, you know, I know for me, I don't be tooting my own horn, you know, but I could tell myself that I deserve it. You know, one day, but that's why I'm preparing now. That's why I'm putting in the work, preparing now for when that day comes. Because when my grandson goes home, I'm putting it into overdrive, man. I'm putting it into overdrive, man. I'm already pushing it, man. I'm putting it into overdrive so I could get to where I want to go. Man. You have to reflect on what serves your needs. Does it add value or short dopamine hit? Adam, how I do with that? You have to reflect on what serves your needs. Does it add value or a short dopamine hit? Mike Alexander says, I saw a video today. A 90-year man killed his 67-year-old stepdaughter. Messed me up. Been sad since. He was trying to have. Oh, wow. Damn. Jeez. At 90? I don't want to see that. You say you tried that digital coffee? Yeah, Blizzard, it's working for me. Nah, I'll be honest, I haven't tried it. I ain't gonna sit here and say I did. I haven't tried it, man. I probably need to, but it's just like, maybe that's what I need because my brain is like, I'm on a strict regimen of how my day goes. And the only thing that really messes that up is if something is happening with, you know, my grandson that I need to take care of. So I haven't really been trying a lot of different stuff. Not that I'm against it, but I really have not been trying a lot of different stuff. You know, anything that's gonna change my routine right now, I really haven't, because he said wants versus needs in life. T. Marsh says, I'm tired of doing for everyone else except me. I have to start being a little bit more selfish and not try to please everyone else. I feel you, bro. And let me ask you something. Is that an unnatural feeling? Because this is what I was talking about. I've talked about it before when I've talked about the guilt I felt. And I was like, damn, I feel guilty. I haven't even done nothing. I haven't went anywhere yet. I haven't moved away. And I already feel guilty for thinking of myself first when there's actually nothing wrong with that. We should be thinking of ourselves first. we should be trying to make ourselves happier. Maybe sitting around being unhappy or unfulfilled. You don't think that rubs off on the people around you? You don't think that, us being happy would have made our past relationships better? I think it would have. It was one of the things that I do regret. I've always prided myself on, I'll put my kids first. I take care of myself, my responsibilities. I took damn good care of my kids, but I neglected myself in that process. And I believe that if I would have took some time to do some shit for myself, everybody around me would have been happier. I believe that wholeheartedly. Salute, AJ. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much, man. With the gifted membership. Oh man, I ain't gonna do it to y'all. I did. I ain't even uploaded yet, but I got a Deacon Clap Cheeks thing in there. I gotta upload. Yeah, AJ, I don't even know if you watch Sunshine Shoulders, but if you do, you'll know what I'm talking about, man. But I'm gonna give you the TJ super chat. Thanks for that, man. I did make a Deacon Clap Cheeks one. Oh man. He said it increases neural plasticity. Yeah, you dropped that in Icy Discord. So if anybody's interested in that, Digital Coffee, he dropped that in Icy's Discord if y'all want to go check it out. I love LaShawn is in the building. Hey, brother. How's that hamster well? I know I've been keeping it warm for you. You're trying to jump back on, brother. The hamster wheel is ready to go for you. Juices T Marsh, be selfish, bro. Take care of yourself first, then help others at your leisure or desire. Yeah, man. I agree 100%, man. I probably put others first too much. Yeah, I still do. I could sit up here and say, yeah, we got to put ourselves first, but I could say that I'm getting better at it. I'm getting way better at it. Doing things for myself. I still got responsibilities that I'm still responsible for others. Of course, I gotta take care of the burden of masculinity. Ain't going nowhere right now. You know what I mean? It ain't. So things that we gotta do. But in between, we could do some shit for ourselves. And just because I can't do the things I actually want to do right now, doesn't mean that I can't prepare for when that day comes. And that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing, man. And I can't see this in StreamYard, but I do see that the gifted membership that AJ gave went to John Paul 7777. So salute to you, John Paul. We will be doing a members only stream this Friday after the politics talk. You know what I mean? So if y'all want to pull up, if you're a member, if you're not a member, like I said, no pressure, but I will be doing members only streams regularly. I'm trying to figure out what type of music I want to have exclusively for the members only, because I'm going to be dropping like some tracks in there. Honestly, I've been making all type of music. Lately, I've just been like experimenting with all different type of shit. Got a country song. I think Ray's the only one I heard that country song. I got a metal song, which I don't even listen to metal at all, but I made one just because. You know what I mean? I got some folk songs in there. Of course, I got some R&B. I got a lot of R&B, a couple rap songs, a couple empowerment songs. I'm also always going to have the Sunshine Shoulders song, the Icy song. What Time got a song. So salute. Maybe I'll just drop them. Because nobody's ever heard the full Icy song that I made for her, the Tokyo Girl. Nobody's ever heard that one yet. So one day I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop it with the full lyrics. And then I actually sent Cal. All right, so already in the mail, should be to him soon. I already sent him the copyrights and everything. I just gave him that song. So if he wants to sell it, because it's popular. It's popular. Like I could have monetized it and tried to sell it, but I was like, nah, I made it as a tribute. That's why it sounds the way it sounds. It's a tribute song. He can have it. So salute to my people, man. Like, and if you inspire me, I'll be honest, I'll write you a song. You don't gotta ask. I'll just do it. But I gotta be inspired to do it. You know what I mean? It's not something I'm gonna force. Say AJ in the house. You can't save anyone while drowning yourself. Absolutely, man. T. Marshes, I appreciate that, Juice. I've always been a good provider, loving partner, but sometimes people take your kindness for a weakness. Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. He said, "Oh yeah." The clap cheese. I made the song. I'm just not comfortable with it, and then I made like a little short super thanks for it. It's funny to me. The clap cheese is real. Yes. I can't see what that signal is, but salute to you, bro. He said he's still on vacation. Hamster Will next week. No, it's in the building, bro. Salute, man. Salute, brother. It's good to see you in here, man. Funny dude right here. I work with him. Salute. He a young brother, so salute to you for listening, man. I hope I ain't keeping you up too late. Adam says I walk a path instead of jumping the hamster wheel. Now I'm on that hamster wheel strong, man. Like I said, I don't care. Night calls. If I gotta go out on the road, whatever, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do them night calls, especially because that's my escape fun. Let me try. They're not boring, bro. Trust me. I guess I need a LaShawn song. So yeah, we've been talking about attention and what we give our attention to. Like I said, there's times where we absolutely need to detach and to get our minds off of things. That's why I understand, the people that play video games, people that still watch cartoons, people that watch comedy, people that watch ratchet shit. I understand it. Then the need for it. I do it too. But at the same time, how much do you let that consume your time and your energy? Right? We all need to be growing. We all admit that there are parts of our life that we can improve and be better at. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is maybe we should take some time out, set aside some time each day to do something productive, right? To break up that cycle of whatever we got going on, and impart some knowledge, impart some positivity. Like I said, stop and smell the roses. I see too many guys that can only focus on what's negative. And then you look at their lives, and you're like, bro, you can't see the places that you're winning. You can't see it because you're too focused on the other parts that's not going your way. It's never going to be 100% right. That's part of life. It's actually the beauty of life. Imagine 8 billion perfect people walking around this earth. They didn't need to work on nothing. Here's this kid I know. I won't say who it is. this dude has a lot going for him in life, right? He won't allow himself to see it. I'm like, dude, you got a decent job, right? You're in your 30s. You don't have kids. You're dating a good woman, finally, right? You got money in the bank. You got savings. You got retirement savings. And he constantly finds something about himself that he doesn't like, about the people around him that he doesn't like, about life in general, right? And it's like it's astonishing for me. It's because I could point out what's wrong with him, but I could also point out all the good shit that he has going, and he just can't see it. He just will not allow himself. I understand being hard on yourself because I'm hard on myself, but it doesn't mean that you don't celebrate the victories that you have, the good things that you got going in your life, man. Also, the ability to point out what's wrong is honestly what's wrong with yourself is honestly like a superpower today, because I guess not a lot of people could do it. But you also have to be able to point out what you can do right, what you're doing right, so you can reinforce those things. You can build around those things also. That's another important thing, man. Like, I swear, it's a sickness, it's a disease. I know it's not easy. Um, I don't understand how like the great amount of men today that are taking medication is astonishing. I know we don't talk about it all the time, but there's a lot of dudes out here on some people that you might think are perfect that got a lot going for them, and they don't even like themselves. To be honest, they don't like themselves. They're on medication. They're doing all type of shit. So that's another thing. But like I said, man, at least once a day, stop and smell the roses, man. It's very important. I'm not gonna be up here long tonight, man. So if y'all got something to say, y'all got something to add, man, put it in the chat, man. Put it in the chat, because I don't know how long I'm gonna be up here. Definitely not going 5-6 hours on Wednesday anymore. You know, I gotta get a 3-year-old up at 5 a.m. and it's not easy. You gotta do what you gotta do to survive this dog eat dog world we live in. Only the strong survive. Time and energy is a precious gift. Nephew, what up, bro? Nephew's in the building, Ray. Salute, man. Salute. There's no perfect formula that suits everyone. Seeking perfection in an imperfect world. Yes. Seeking perfection in an imperfect world. Also seeking perfection in imperfect human beings. You know what I'm saying? Little steps leading to small victories. They add up over time. One thing I can't stand is way too many vlogs in the Philippines be going in on each other for content. Very childish. Absolutely, man. Absolutely, man. And they be killing my brother. They be killing our brother Cal, bro. Over and over, man. It seems like that's one of the go-tos. Sick grandpa is over there. It's like, but you get what he's doing, so it's not even shocking anymore. And I'm not even mad at him no more. I get it. It is what it is. You know what I mean? At least he's out. At least he's out about it. Like it or not. You know what I mean? At least he's just out. Like, whatever. This is me. This is my channel. This is what I do. But yeah, it's like these grown ass men. These grown ass men. it's hard to talk about Gen Z and the millennials, and I'm Gen X. It's hard to talk about them and what they need to improve when we see some of these boomers. We see how some of these boomers are acting, man. It's wild. Our elders, my elders, people old enough to be my father, some old enough to be my grandfather, my uncles, my elders, and how some of these people are acting is absolutely ridiculous. I ain't passing judgment, but I'm just saying it's ridiculous. Some of them over there fist fighting and shit. Often it's not you to toot your own horn, but never let those bad days creep back in your head. I agree, man. If I upset you, Blizzard, I'm sorry. We gotta talk, man. We just gotta have a talk, bro. For real. Because shit is out of hand, bro. We just gotta have a talk. PDFs headed to Gitmo. No doubt they're going after Calvin for views. Pitiful. It is. It is. And it's not like he's got 500,000 subscribers like some people got. Like, damn, let the man live, man. Let the man live, bro. Nothing wrong with using bloggers for ideas. Just don't copy them word for word. Give you views on the subject and say, nah, they be using his picture. His absolutely probably could have sued like so many people already. But he hasn't. He, like, absolutely could have striked a lot of people. But he's giving them grace and they just running with it, man. And like I said before, I made a video defending him a long time ago. Well over a year, probably a year and a half ago. And the amount of, hold on 1 second, guys. Give me one more.
Don't confuse a message for the man that was saying with it. Some lessons meant to heal, others to build. I ain't repenting shit. Now my scars are my armor, and I'm equipped with it. Pain taught me discipline, now I move different with it. They used to call me two guns, now I'm mentor to a sons.
Oh, there we go. All right, I'm back. Thank you guys for being patient. What I was saying was, I made a video, and I know I mentioned this before, but I made a video defending him. And the amount of hate that was in my comment sections for that dude, for Calvin, was crazy. Crazy, man. And I'm like, dude, if y'all remember that situation, it was the big man situation. You know what I'm saying? Where Cal brought big man up on his live stream, and then the dude like couldn't even speak, and then he got upset. Couldn't explain his plan. He got upset. It was the chat that was on him. Calvin didn't do nothing. It was the chat that was on him, holding his feet to the fire. He got upset, you know, at the chat, really. But then he goes out and trashes Calvin, which is okay. He made a video about Cal. That was okay. I didn't get upset until he went on another vlogger's channel and called Cal a monkey. Called him a monkey. And that's when I was like, nah. One, that you know this dude hates Calvin, the channel he was on. Hated Calvin. Two, you don't call nobody no monkey. You know what I mean? That's absolutely wrong. I don't care what color you same color or not. You just don't do it. It's wrong. It's very offensive. And then for the other dude to be sitting there, somebody of a different race, to be sitting there, like that's the best thing he ever heard. He was so happy, you know what I mean, that somebody attacked Calvin in that way. You know, so yeah, it pissed me off. I made a video about it. And my comment section was full of people they don't want to understand. You know what I mean? They don't want to try to get what's behind what he's saying. Like it's, oh, he said marry bar girls. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. Just think logically. Try to think of what he's saying. Stop taking everything so literally. Think, man. That's what we're trying to do, is to get you to think about shit. And my comment section is just full of dumb shit. Oh, he deserves it. He deserves it. These are coming from other black men, you know? So shocking. Well, what I did realize is that a lot of the hate from some of these that he gets over and over again, it's personal. It's a personal beef. It has nothing to do with us. It has nothing to do with YouTube. It's a personal beef. I figured that out because I could read between the lines. You know, one dude made a song, and then in the song you can hear what the beef is about. He says it right in the song. So it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. It's personal. You know, but you're putting your personal beef on YouTube, trying to dress it up like, you know, it's about morals and values, when it's not. It's a personal beef. You know, get over it, man. Tiny hats run Trump. And ran Biden too, and Obama, and Bush. Not that I'm defending him. Don't take that as me defending him, but I'm just saying. He's the one that finally, you know what? Friday. You had to get me going. Friday. So salute Clubber Lang. Salute to you, bro. You almost got me. I was about to go, but Friday, pull up. Politics, barbershop talk, politics edition. Yep. So I was in a mall yesterday. This gay dude looked at me like I was a steak dinner. Holy shit, get the hell away from me. Yo, I had that happen to me. I actually had that happen to me. And my first trip is in the Ayala Center. Motherfucker following me. Excuse my language. I'm like, yo, you better get away from me, man. I know you speak good enough English. You better get away from me. Following me. Like, nah, we don't do those over here. Ain't no hate or nothing about it, but I don't consent to even a conversation. T. Marson, so many experts are with lady boys and gay men over here. Hey, they could do them. Look how they're treating Trump. People like to pick out words instead of listening to the whole message. Yes. Salute Boar Vloggers in the building. Salute. Y'all go check out Boar Vloggers channel, man. He's a good dude. He's in the Philippines. He's Filipino. Salute to him, man. He helped me out a lot. He helped his channel out a lot. But yeah, let me answer this. Let me respond to this one. He said, people like to pick out words instead of listening to the message. Yes. It's amazing. It's an amazing skill that some people have, that they can sit and listen to you talk for 3 hours. and pick out one thing that they disagreed with. And that's the only thing they'll focus on. And that's exactly what I'm talking about today. You chose to dismiss everything around it. What I said, everything else. Even at times, like, you'll just take the title, even though you know it's YouTube. How things have to be titled in a specific way if you want to garner the attention that you need to be successful on YouTube. You know. So specifically, when I seen that title, something about bar girl or something, I knew that there was going to be a deeper message behind it. A lot of other people don't even look for that. They just take it and run with it. So, like I said, I don't want to make the live stream about that. But it's important, man, because people don't pay attention, man. A lot of people say critical thinking skills or whatever like that. You have to be taught what that actually is. I did a live stream on that, on critical thinking skills, broke it down. I've done live streams on time, energy, and attention before. I've done a ton of this shit, a ton of it. So now I'm circling the block and I'm trying to tighten my message because I'm trying to utilize what I'm using. I'm actually learning in the communications. I picked it for a reason. I'm utilizing it. Yeah. Thumbs up. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Great day ahead. It's always a beautiful day. No matter what, the sun is always shining above the clouds. I believe that. I say that. Like, I believe that, man. The sun is always shining. Is if you choose to acknowledge it or not. Even when it's raining. Just know that. So y'all ain't ready for this. I'm actually gonna read it, that thing, this weekend. I got time. I'm gonna make sure that I do. I started it, like I said, a couple times. Just can't divided attention, and that's not good. It's not good. But I think I'm pretty much caught up. I'm halfway through this term, and I got 3 more projects due until I'm done with the first works term. So I'll be requesting second terms work early. And that's how you graduate early. You finish ahead, you request second terms work, and you start on that ahead of time. The term isn't over until June 26th or something like that. And I could probably finish these 3 projects up in 3 weeks. I give it a week for each one, if not sooner. So I'll be about 3 weeks ahead at least. Because I did fall off. Like, I took a vacation. I went to Japan. I kind of fell off. Then I had to get myself back up. You know, I took like 2 weeks basically to go to Japan, and 3 weeks to get like over whatever I was going through. You know what I mean? And then to ramp back up to putting in the work like I was before. So salute. T. Marsh says, I don't know why those guys hate on Calvin. It's not Calvin, though. It's what Calvin represents. We have a lot of Trumpers over here. Yeah. It ain't just Trumpers, man. It's just Trump ain't make them that way. But I know what you're saying. Says, I'm noticing a lot of Thai women are vlogging. Can't tell them apart from Filipino women until they start talking. Yeah, I don't selective hearing. Yeah, you absolutely right. I don't watch a lot of that. I really don't. Like, I just don't. It's not interesting to me unless they're talking about something. That's why I follow the vloggers that I follow. They actually talking about something. They're offering something. If you ain't talking about something, I may watch if I'm just bored and I just need, like I said, to switch it up to basically shut my brain off for 10, 15 minutes. But no, that's why I watch the people that I watch. You, Cal, Cisco, AJ, Icy, Manny, which I can't wait for Miss Manny to come back. You'd wish, like, they offer something. Adam, when Adam starts streaming again one day, you know what I mean? Lady Logan, there's a lot here. There's a lot here that at least if you listen, at least you're gonna get something out of it. There's something in there. It may be entertaining. Like I know I'm not gonna have you in stitches over here. I'm laughing and shit. I do have a good sense of humor. And I'll crack on you if one day maybe we'll do that. Whatever you call it in your neck of the woods. We call it cracking, snapping, a bunch of different there's a bunch of different names for it. What do y'all call it? Where y'all at? Yeah, definitely. Definitely. He said, wow, 2 live streams. Hello, everyone here in the portrait live. Thank you, bro. I think YouTube's doing that now too. I do it through StreamYard. I think you can actually do that on YouTube now too. If you go live through YouTube, you could do both live streams. I like it because it brings in people that normally wouldn't come. I tested it out and I did one without it just to test. And I was like, yeah, I think I'm good. I'll do the double one from now on. Adam says, I don't hate others. If I don't like their content, I simply don't watch them. Exactly. Exactly. What a waste of time to watch someone. What a waste of time to watch someone that you dislike and you feel like they're not offering anything. You're just watching. This is a perfect example. You're just watching. It's hate watching. Why are you actually watching somebody that you disagree with and you dislike and you feel like they don't offer you anything? Is not that the biggest waste of time? The biggest distraction? You could be watching something that you feel gives you value, right? You could be watching something that makes you feel good and happy, but you're not. You're choosing not to. You're choosing not to. You're choosing to watch something that is going to probably put you in a bad mood, right? That's not supposedly giving you any value. That's a choice. That's a choice. You're choosing that. And it's not anybody else's fault. Then to turn around and get upset because you heard something you didn't like. When you're hearing it from somebody you don't like. Make that make sense. You have a choice of where you spend your time, energy, and effort. You have a choice which you're actually feeding your brain that person, that content. You're telling your brain, like we were talking about earlier, you're telling your brain that that person matters to you. Your brain doesn't know. It doesn't really differentiate what gets put into it, what the input is. That's your algorithm that you're feeding. You're saying, okay, since I'm paying attention to this is what's important. So guess what your brain's going to do? Your brain's going to say, okay, I want more of that. Let me go search for more of that. Let me go search out that pattern. If I can't find that person, I'll find that same pattern in somebody else. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. You got to get to know the differences between the Asians. What time? I'm getting pretty good at knowing the difference between Chinese, Korean, and Filipinos now. No comment. I try to enjoy my life instead of pointing fingers at others. This is true. If the sun wasn't shining anymore, we wouldn't be here. Yeah, it's always shining, man. Always, man. Just remember that. I know it sounds corny. It does. It sounds corny. And honestly, I thought about that a long time. It was one song from Gangstar, Above the Clouds. I love that song, man. I love Gangstar, the rap group. But that song, if you guys want to listen to it, go look it up. Gangstar, Above the Clouds. Thinking about starting the Trump channel. It would be highly, I don't know, either way. Supporting him or against him, it'll probably be popular. Because as much as people say they don't want to talk about politics or religion, guess what? Every conversation ends up turning into politics or religion. I'm making a whole live stream Friday about politics is because it keeps coming up in every conversation. Yeah. So why not just put it into its own conversation? Like, here you go, guys. This is for you guys. Because a lot of times, like, and I'm not complaining, it is what it is. A lot of times when, you set up a stream and you're like, all right, we're going to talk about this, and that. If y'all not reacting to what I'm talking about, if y'all, you know what I mean? I'm going to switch lanes. Sometimes, though, it's draining. Sometimes it is draining because you're not ready for it. You're not prepared. And what y'all don't really see behind the scenes is like, I don't know who else does this. I'm pretty sure a lot of other streamers do it because it's different than uploading a vlog or a talking head video where you're just by yourself. You're not really interacting with anybody. You're just recording it. I have to personally kind of get myself prepared to do a live stream. I know it's not 100 people in here. So when it goes to a topic that you're not really prepared to talk about, not that you don't have the knowledge, but you haven't like put yourself in a frame of mind to where you want to talk about stressful or like something you really don't want to go to, it can be draining. Like, I'm not gonna lie. So at least this time it's about Friday Barbershop Talk. It's about politics. I'll be ready. I'll be in the right headspace. You know what I mean? I'll be in the right headspace for it. And I'll be ready, because it's a whole different type of energy. And maybe that's what I'm trying to say. It's a whole different type of energy. They're not talking, they advertising here. Diane, salute and welcome. He says treating Trumpstein, the ARPist, of young girls in grifter, draft dodger as like his father and grandfather. Trump doesn't care about anyone but himself and his billionaire buddies, not supporters or wake up Trumpers. Yeah, they need to. They absolutely need to, man. But we'll see. I hope you show up. Show up Friday. You on this channel, you'll be able to speak your mind. We're not gonna yell and scream at each other. We'll be able to speak like grown adults. We've done it before many times. We've talked about politics on this channel. We've talked about religion on this channel without it devolving into, a sword fight or anything. So I believe we could do it. I have faith in the people that will come up because it's going to be an open mic, like always going to be open panel, open mic, whatever you want to call it. So you're welcome back Friday night, 10 p.m. on the East Coast, Barbershop Talk. Your voice is valued there. Come back, come through, hop on the panel. Thomas Marshall, start streaming, keeping all that living in the Philippines. Knowledge, yeah, gatekeeping. What happens when a microscope crashes into a microscope? They kaleidoscope. All right, good one. You're right about that. What time female vloggers seem to know guys are thirsty out there. Yeah, and they don't offer, a lot of them don't offer anything. They don't offer nothing, man. Not all of them. The ones that do, I stick around. The ones that do, I stick around. I support them. Yeah, I watched this Blizzard, the creator of that digital coffee. He asked me a few times to be the voice in some of his recordings. I said yes to this. All right, so you did it already? Salute, man. Chasing people you dislike instead of focusing on yourself. I don't understand it at all. Unless it's just for clout. Me personally, I don't have the time. I don't have the desire, the mental bandwidth. I don't have none of that. I don't have the time at all to focus on somebody that I dislike or I'm just interested in or doesn't have anything to offer me. I don't have the time for it right now. Just no way. I can understand how you have that much time to sit through a 3-4 hour live stream and of somebody you don't like, you don't enjoy being there, but you're there. That's what you chose to do with your time. I don't understand it. I mean, I wish I could get over the fear of all the bullshit that would come my way one time. I know I could put some good stuff out there, but I don't have to work anymore. Yeah. Yo, the good thing about live streaming, I'm not saying it's easier or harder. The preparation, yeah, if you're talking, it depends what you're talking about. But for the most part, you get you a good setup. Like I don't have no big studio. Like maybe one day we'll get there. We just getting started. Maybe one day. But I don't have no big studio. I don't have I may be approaching that thousands of dollars of equipment if I keep going. But all you really need is a camera and a mic, phone and a mic to tell your point of view. And that's the good thing about technology. What are you going to do with it though? What message are you going to put out? That's kind of the hard part because when there's positivity, it's not going to get that much traction. It's not. I'll be honest with you. I'm learning that. I'm okay with that. I've been okay with that from day one. I'm not trying to go viral. I'll get one subscriber at a time. I'll get one view at a time, one watch hour at a time, and we'll build for this. I knew that from the jump. When I decided to to go for monetization and to start taking YouTube more seriously, I knew that was going to be a long road. I got there. I got to the first level of monetization quicker than I thought. Quicker than I thought it was going to happen. You know? And that's because y'all show up here. Y'all show up for a brother. That's why I always make sure to say thank you. I appreciate you guys. You know, any way you support, whether it's just a like, whether it's just subscribe, whether it's watching, interacting, sharing, whether it's a super chat, because I don't ever push the super chats. I'm about like the Amazon link is what surprised me the most. It surprises me the most. Like I'm not making a ton of money on that, but I know it has the potential to not get me rich, because that's not my goal, but to be a significant stream of income, yo, an Amazon link. So if you got a channel out there, I absolutely recommend, and it's not the first time I recommended it, I absolutely recommend looking into the Amazon Associate Program. If you think it's right for you, go check it out. Just type it in, Amazon Associates Program. Like I said, I'm not making a ton of money on it, but I'm making some money up there. And I feel better about that because I'm not selling anything. I'm not selling anything. All I'm asking is that you hit that link, and then you just shop whatever you was gonna buy. You was gonna buy a bar of soap. You was gonna buy a towel, a shirt. You know, you're not buying it from me. I'm not selling it. I'm not pushing nothing. You're just clicking my link and using it because you want to support my channel. And nothing extra's coming out your pocket. Like, if you have a channel, I absolutely recommend doing that, man. Yeah, you got to promote it, but yeah, that's a pill. Gangstar is one of my favorite rap groups, man. I ain't gonna lie. You'll get a lot of views. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will, man. There's certain things that you could talk about is gonna get a lot of views. The shit, what's popular now? Popular now is like the FBA versus everybody. If y'all know what I'm talking about, it's FBA versus everybody. That's very popular. Not something I'm willing to touch. Not something I want to talk about. But it's very popular. I think the red pill died down, but just certain things, like especially if you time it right, if you frame it in the right way where it's evergreen, like you're gonna get a lot of views, man. If you do, I'm gonna block your ass, Michael. She first felt like a hustle, but don't treat it like a job. Treat it like a hobby. Yeah. Hey, more power to you, man. I just think there's a certain way to handle things, man. There's a certain way to handle things. Like I've been saying, like, nah, I'm not gonna turn my stream into that. Since I got so many places that would be interesting for some viewers, but I'm still on the fence about it. Yeah, you got to be comfortable, but you got to be comfortable in what you're doing. But at the same time, if it's something you want to do, maybe you got to push yourself a little bit to do it. It's uncomfortable. My first time walking around with a camera, it was very uncomfortable. Like I didn't want to point the camera at nobody. I was very aware of not offending anybody. I didn't feel comfortable being on camera. I still, my camera's up here. I still have an issue talking into that little black thing that looks so inanimate. You know what I mean? Like, So that's why I'll have my stream playing, and I'll have you guys chat right here and then StreamYard right here. So I can look at that. I don't think I'll ever be comfortable talking into a camera, like a little camera. Like if it was a big camera, I guess, but maybe it's something I need to work on one day, but nah. I look down here anyway to read the comments. So looking like up, talk to the camera, down, read the comment. Like one day. He says, for sure, there are 2 Australian streams I pop into because I like what they're doing. And my humor fits very well there. Yeah. But faith in crooked politicians, no, never. Never. Nope. I don't care. But we'll talk about that. We'll definitely talk about that Friday. That's supposed to be a telescope, microscope, my bad. Okay. It still made sense. For example, I would like to show the people how it is for me to walk down the street at any given time. They actually think I want to be the captain of the town. Wow. Damn, all right. I gotta catch up. I haven't done any recordings yet. Right now, there's a launch happening. I'm an affiliate for. All right. Salute, man. Get it. So we got what time is it? With the L'Oreal sponsorship. We got BIY with the digital coffee affiliation. So salute, man. Doing a live stream is a lot of work. It is. I'm not saying it's not. It absolutely is. But shit, I'm more comfortable doing this. So maybe that's why I'm saying it. I'm a lot more comfortable, which I resisted. I should have been live streaming way before I started. I've been live streaming since March 2025. So a year and 2 months. Oh, not even a year and 2 months, but getting close to a year and 2 months. And I feel like right now I'm just really like still figuring it out, but getting comfortable, streaming to the point where I actually, the weeks that I'm on call, like last week, like I miss it. Like I actually miss this shit. It's becoming like part of my routine, part of my life. Salute, life without limits worldwide. Salute, brother. What up, man? Caught me by surprise with this one. Yeah, this is my normal. This is my normal time. Wednesdays and Fridays, but I do it every other week because I'm on call 1 week, then the next week I'm not. But yeah, this is my normal time. But salute to this brother right here. We trying to do something. So hopefully it works out. We can work something out, man. You can't plant flowers if you haven't bought any. You like that one? What time says me too, Blizzard? 1 subscriber at a time while I'm trying to build a community. Yeah, and it's much better that way. It's much better than going viral and you have all these subscribers. Like, honestly, I got a lot of subscribers from that video I was talking about, but it doesn't mean that they're going to stay. I probably got like 400 subscribers off of that video, off one video. And, but it was like, I had a decision at that point. All right, shit, if I stayed in this lane, I could be, I could have been on my way, but do I want to, is that what I want to do? Do I want to have to focus on that type of things to be able to sustain a YouTube channel? And the answer is no. This is what I want to focus on. This is what I have to offer organically. It's what I want. It's what I think about. So to step outside of that, you have to be fake. Basically, I would have to be fake. I would have to go searching for content instead of talking about what comes natural to me. You know, I tried it. I actually, I actually tried it. I could not do it. I couldn't do it because I was inviting negativity into my life. I had to focus on negativity in order um to get that kind of content. Was I was going to try to spin it in a positive way, but you have to consume so much. Like I would have had to consume so much negativity over and over and over before I even tried to spin it and get something positive out of it. And I was like, I can't do it. It's too draining, especially at that point in my life. So nah, I'm good. I'm good on that. I can't do it. I don't want to do it. You know, yeah, GameStar is one of mine too. I discovered them late though. Yeah, nah, at least you discovered them, bro. Cause yeah, that's real. He said red pill is played out. You right, that FBA talk is popping. Yeah, and I honestly I identify as FBA, but I ain't gonna make that my content. I ain't gonna make that my content because I don't like where some of it goes. I don't like where some of it goes and some of their talking points. The lineage, yeah, absolutely agree with. Yeah, Friday, guys, yeah, let's do it. Friday, Michael Alexander, the mic is open to you, brother. I want to hear from you, man. I want you to come up. You don't gotta be on camera. Nobody has to be on camera. I don't care. I don't care about that. But if I don't know you, just show me you're a real person. You ain't a troll. And you ain't gonna get up there and do nothing stupid on my platform. Yeah. But other than that, open panel means open panel. C. Smith. Did I skip? Oh, C. Smith is in the building. Quality over quantity. Absolutely. C. Smith, salute. Welcome to the Positive Manosphere. You say DIY, what's going on? That's real. Yeah, did I catch up? Almost. Facts. Blizz. Once vloggers start talking about other vloggers, they're running out of content. Yeah. Like I said, man, if you got to go search for topics, you got to, like I said, is it organic? Does it really mean anything to you? Like, I'm not shaming nobody. Do what you gotta do, man. Some people use this platform to support themselves. So I ain't gonna be mad at it, but just be real about it. Like I said, I'm never gonna say never. I'm never gonna say never. I'm never gonna say never what I would do to support myself or support my family. Yeah, 'cause honestly, I'm a man. I don't shy away from the burden of masculinity. I ain't gonna try to rob no bank or nothing. But like I said, I'm never gonna say never when it comes to supporting my family. FBA, what's that? Man, it means foundational Black American. Like I said, I subscribe to that. The lineage. That's what it really is. People try to turn it into something else. It's nothing else. It's just lineage. Johnny Leach, sub dog, you down with? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. But salute, Johnny Leach. Welcome to the Positive Manosphere, bro. Need to get my day started. We'll keep the stream running in the background. Thank you, bro. Salute to you, Adam. Hopefully you'll come up too Friday. Like I said, I'm gonna try to run it a little different. Guys, if you were here last week, can you let me know something? Did you guys like the way I ran the stream last week? Right? I did one stream on the topic. I did a second stream with the open panel, and then I did a members only stream. So what was usually would be one stream, 5 hours, I broke it up into 3 streams. I did that for technical reasons. On the back end, it's a little easier on the back end. But I want to, like I said, I'm gonna come to you guys and ask you how you feel about it. Was the redirect easy? Because you can redirect from one to the other. Supposedly, you guys don't have to even click off. It'll just redirect you. How is that format? If you like it, yeah, because just to break the content down, it's a lot easier for me, man. And then it's easier to stay on task and stay on a subject. Because like the open panel, it can go anywhere. Because I don't really, I got to get better at it. To be honest, I got to get better at hosting an open panel. But I want people to be able to click on something, and the title matches what I'm actually talking about. Then on the back end, I want to be able to break it up. I want to be able to break it up and put out more content from it. To be real, I'm going to start taking my YouTube channel a lot more serious. Yeah, he said breaking it up is better. Yeah, it's not easy. It's not an easy thing to do, especially when you don't have a lot of time. But to go through a 5-hour live stream all at once, no. To go through a 90-minute stream, yes. Yep. It's a lot easier. So that's why I'm doing it from just having a channel. So, Johnny Leach, if you're still in the building, let me know what you meant by this, because I'll answer it. I don't understand what you're saying. And I don't really know who you are. So, like, a lot of times I can figure out what people mean if I know them, like if they've been around for a little while. Inga wrote, as I say that. How serious. Yeah, we're going to make it. We're going to make it. I'm going to stop being as shy as I've been. So salute to Icy. Icy is in the building, hopping out of the bushes. My one and only mod, Icy. Everybody say hello to her. Please, please. She does a lot for the channel. She helps me out a lot. So salute to Icy. And it's good to see you in here, gorgeous. How's those bushes? But yeah, I do. I know I do have to start taking just a lot more serious. Just little things that I don't do. I don't know if you guys notice it, but I know it. And I know when I'm not doing it, I know I'm not doing it. You know what I mean? So something as simple as pinning a comment on the video. Like, I know I should do it every time. I don't do it. Mm-hmm. Like slicing these live streams up. But I'm working on that. So I took the first step for that. I gotta slice them up more. You know what I mean? Life Without Limits saying hello to Icy. He says, me too, Blizz. I got to get back to traveling, bro, so I can show the rare species of plants from the Philippines. Absolutely. I can't wait to see that. Yeah. I can't wait to see that, man. Kamal saying what up to Icy. Icy saying what up to Kamal. Blizz. Wait, why are you putting... Oh, I can't see that. That's why. Let me look over here. See if I can see the stickers. Yeah, okay, I see it. In StreamYard, it's just written Blizz out, but in YouTube, it's the actual sticker. So thank you for using the sticker. Thank you. Friday. Y'all know the schedule. I dropped it down. 10 p.m. 10 p.m. Friday night Eastern in the U.S. Barbershop talk, politics, open panel. From the jump, I'll probably talk 5 minutes in the beginning. That's it. And we going right into it, right? So there won't be a second stream because I'm already going to be open panel from the jump, right? Then after that, we'll run that. After that, we'll do the members only, where we could talk. It's not no holds barred, but it's close. We could be more free. There was like, I think 4 or 5 of us in there last week. It was a good conversation, more open, more relaxed, but still not vulgar or anything like that. Not yet. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. You know what I mean? Icy saying, what up to everybody? What time? Icy, hi sister from Michael. Life Without Limits from Icy. Salute. Icy is here. Let's get it popping. Let's get the chat popping. But honestly, I'm not going to be up here too much longer. Gotta be up in about a little less than 5 hours. I gotta be up and ready to get my day started. And I already know tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day. I already know it. But here's the topic if y'all missed it. If you're going to watch it on replay, salute to you. Do me a favor if you're still in the building, hit that like button. I don't know. I can't see how many likes we got, but hopefully we got a lot. Piece by piece, Inga Rose. All right, screenshot. I've been doing a lot of screenshots lately, just so I don't forget stuff. The word manila derives from a plant called maniliad, flowering shrub grown in the Philippines. Okay. She's got good energy. Yes. She does. And substance, which is important for me because I was talking about that earlier. Like I support the people I support because they offer me something. They offer something. They have something to say that's valuable. Icy, which I don't know if you were in here earlier, but what time has a sponsorship from L'Oreal? So salute to that brother. Man. On that achievement. We absolutely need to celebrate our achievements. So salute to you. Congratulations. Keep doing what you do. Like I knew already that, like, you know what I mean? Your YouTube channel is going to be successful. Like from the first time I seen it, just because your presentation, the way you present, you're knowledgeable, you know what you're talking about. Like I already knew it. So, and also BIY has affiliate. I don't know how to say it. Affiliate deal with the oh man, damn. How did I forget that? My brain don't work. BIY. Where you at, bro? I forgot what it was that quick. But BIY. What is it again? Because he put it in your Discord before. So digital coffee. There you go. My bad, man. Digital coffee. All good. Just busy. Yeah, I'm winding down. To get up out of here. Fellow content creators, type mine in the chat. Nightbot will drop your link. Don't be shy. Let Nightbot drop your link. Let other people discover you. Let us in this small community support you. Especially if you good, you good with us, man. You got something to offer, we're definitely gonna show up. Dang, so happy for a time. Yeah, me too, man. Support people that reciprocate. Absolutely. Damn, Nightbot dropped my Cash App. I don't think that's ever happened before. Damn, I don't think that's ever happened before. Oh, support. That's why I think you hit support. Yeah, support. Thank you, Russ. Secret. He found my secret. I don't think that's ever happened before. I was about to say, nah, that is my Cash App, guys, and my PayPal. So support I'm not gonna be shy. If y'all want to support, there it is. Blizzard Abroad on both. Oh yeah, he said digital coffee, but Russ put in the secret of my Nightbot secret word support. I got to learn, Blizz, but thank you. And there is Life Without Limits Worldwide. There's his channel. Everybody, man, I like this brother's content. Go give him a listen. Go subscribe. Go hit some likes on his videos. I like this brother's content, man. Right? Sound like we honestly have the same views about some things. Yep. Is it the link for Robert's affiliation? Ooh la la, congratulations, Robert. I don't know. I didn't actually check it out yet. I know he put it in there in your Discord on one of my recent streams. I just didn't get a chance to check it out, I'll be honest. But at least it's in there, and I'll be able to revisit it at some time and really go check it out and see what it's about. Huh? What, Russ? Huh? Oh, the word support is a key, is a command in Nightbot. So when you hit certain words, Nightbot, like mine, like when you type mine, it triggers Nightbot to put out something. It's a command. So yeah. So, I have a bunch of them. They never get triggered. They never get triggered because a lot of them you have to have something in front of it, but some of them you don't. Because one day, and I've been saying this for a while, I'm going to go through and put your names in there. So I'm going to go through and put your names in there one day. So when you type your name, it'll just automatically drop your thing. And I got that. I stole that idea from the gorgeous Icy. So yo. But on that note, I'm about to get up out of here. I know I didn't even make it 2.5 hours tonight, but I'm gonna go catch some rest, get ready for this day tomorrow, prepare for Friday, because I think it's gonna be a good one. Hopefully I could get a couple people up that I'm really looking Can't do both what? What you trying to do? I'm on the phone. Can't simultaneously do both. But anyway, hopefully I could get some people up that I'm really looking forward to. Hopefully Cisco will come up. I'm really looking to get Cisco up, Michael Alexander. It'll be nice. I haven't seen that one yet, but I'm definitely gonna try to go see that movie. I don't know. I might end up renting it and watching it at home. But yeah. Salute to Kamal. Salute to Russ. Salute to everybody in here. There you go. See, yeah, it drops it out automatically. Like, it's so crazy that when I seen it the first time, I was like, what the hell? Nightbot dropped that? Like, why? And then I forgot. Oh, Thomas Marshall, go start vlogging. Yes, man. Why? Yes, man. Do it. Vertical and horizontal. Look at Russ playing around with Nightbot. You figured it out. There's the link. If anybody's interested, there's the link. I haven't even did it today. But yeah, support, man. If you already shop on Amazon, you can support this channel at no extra cost by using this link below, right? As an Amazon associate, I earn a commission every time you purchase something. or make a qualified purchase. So salute, man. Like I said earlier, man, if you're a content creator, if you got a channel, there is a sign up process, but I got approved pretty easily and pretty quickly. So I recommend doing the Amazon. I know a lot of y'all don't like Amazon because it's a large corporation, but at the same time, man, I think this is just a good way of doing it, especially if you're not comfortable asking for a super chat or even accepting it. So let's go. Look at Russ, man. Yeah, he said, we waiting, brother. Yes, man. Yes, we waiting. I'm waiting to hear more from some of you brothers, man. I am waiting. All right. And I can't wait to see y'all start doing it. I'm going to support y'all. Y'all have a built-in community of support already here. All right. So I hope y'all know that. Like I said, I'm not promising I can watch every video, be at every live. I'm not promising that, but I promise that I will support you. All right. That goes for Michael, T. Marsh. That goes for Russ. Any of y'all, man. This is the fun part with Nightbot. Russ is learning fast. Absolutely. Take care. Yes. About to get up out of here. It's been fun. I hope I said something that you guys took something from. Nothing's new under the sun. I'm not saying anything that hasn't been said before. Sometimes you just need to hear something and it'll spark an idea in your mind, right? So hopefully I did that. And I didn't finish. I didn't get through all of it. Then it would have been like a 4 or 5 hour live stream. But we'll run it back and we'll be right back here Friday. Hopefully all of y'all pull up, right? Check out everybody's channel that's in here. Icy. Check her channel out. Life Without Limits Worldwide. What time is it travels? T. Marsh coming soon. Russ coming soon. Who else in here? Yeah, Cabal has a channel. He has some content up. Go check it out. Go show him that we will support him if he makes more content, right? Michael Alexander, we waiting. His brother's got a lot of knowledge, man. Waiting to hear it. BIY is already posting on his channel. Expat was in here earlier. Cisco was in here earlier. Cisco was getting close to monetization. I said, he might beat me there. So salute to that brother. And if I got anything to do with it, he will. So go run his playlist. Go watch his lives. Like, please, man, do anything you can to support good people. Because there's too many of us out here to not have our voices be leading. But anyway, thank y'all for joining tonight. Yeah, Cisco doing his thing, man. Salute to that brother, man. But thank you guys for being in here, man. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the view. I appreciate the likes. I appreciate the super chat, the shares, whatever. All of it, man. Just keep being nice to each other, man. Keep being positive, man. And keep letting your voice be heard, man. This is the positive manosphere, and this is how we do it. We support each other, man. So until next time, Blizzard abroad. I'll see y'all Friday.
Don't confuse a message for the man that was saying with it. Some lessons meant to heal, others to build. I ain't repenting shit. Now my scars are my armor, and I'm equipped with it. Pain taught me discipline, now I move different with it. They used to call me two guns, now I'm mentor to his sons. Taught them how to crawl, how to walk, and how to run. And I still sit and deliver, I ain't done. Legacy in motion, newest chapters just begun.